I'm Diana, the co-director of Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest, and I want to welcome you to this first ever virtual event for the sanctuary, a celebration of Negra's 47th birthday and the anniversary of the first 7 chimpanzees, their arrival to the sanctuary 12 years ago. So I hope you have a great time and bid a lot on our auction items and learn more about the sanctuary and donate towards the celebration and the future, hopefully bringing more chimps in. And I just like to welcome our MC for the brunch, Corey Michaels.
Thank you, Diana, and welcome to the Queen's Brunch. So excited to be a part of this, to celebrate Queen Negra, but then also to celebrate the original 7 coming in 2008 to the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest. There's several ways for you to be able to give right now. Now, if you're watching, you got half the problem taken care of. That means that you're on and you're a part of this celebration. But this is the point where if you haven't already, share this. Get your watch party going. Get all your family and friends and all the other chimpanzee lovers in your life together so they're a part of this. And if you haven't already bid, well, get on there, get registered to be able to bid right now. And we've got some amazing items from artwork that we're going to be showing you in a little bit and you can check out for yourself right now, to lots of personal items with the chimpanzees. It is wonderful, wonderful items that are on there. So please check those out right now. In fact, want to say thank you so much, Diane. She picked up one of the pillows, and this you can be able to buy right now. $47. It is, you don't have to bid on it. You just pay for it right now at $47. $1 for each year that the beautiful Queen Negra has blessed us with her presence on this earth. So please be a part of it now. You can also just text the word chimps to 555-888. That'll get you right through with all of the information and the link to be able to get right to the bidding there. It'll just take you a moment to get on and get ready to go. Also, if you have any questions, we've got a hotline set up for you. We want to make sure you're all taken care of. 208-807-3808. And then you can ask any questions. If you have comments, please do celebrate along with us, because originally today we were going to have, about 200 human attendees in Seattle. We were going to be celebrating Negra's birthday and having a big fundraiser, all of us together. Well, the world has changed a little bit, but now with Auction Frogs and Brad and Alice with Ellsberg Studio, myself, Corey Michaels, we have come together to be able to make sure that we have our chimpanzees taken care of, and that Queen Negra's 47th birthday was not going without a celebration, because how could we do that? You know, and there are so many things to celebrate. Along with Negra's birthday, we're also celebrating all the amazing volunteers and the folks that work there at the sanctuary and work so very hard to be able to take care of, well, our original 7 and then our 3 newcomers that came along last summer. So there it just shows you a little bit of the hard work that goes in each and every day. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun, and I wanted to be there right now along with them, being able to hang out and experience and spend that time with these wonderful creatures. But you know what? It is a lot of hard work. And it costs a lot of money, even with all the volunteer efforts. And that's why we're here today, virtually all of us together, to make sure that that hard work continues, that all of the volunteers, that all of the staff, that they're able to care for our original 7, our new 3, the 10 that reside there, and then the future and all the others that are going to be coming. And that's what's so exciting about all this. Because as I mentioned a few minutes ago, there'd have been about 200 of us tonight, celebrating the birthday, raising money. But you know what? Now, you could be sitting anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country. You might not have been able to make it to Seattle to come here for the event tonight, but you're able to be here right now. You're able to share it with friends and family all over the country and all over the world to celebrate these chimpanzees, their lives, and all of the staff that is part. And of course, to celebrate Queen Negra and her 47th birthday. So we know we have a lot of friends that are watching right now and want to make sure that say hi to each and every one of you that are a part of the event and that are getting your bids, getting your donations in right now. And in fact, whether you're bidding on the items, which we have some fabulous items that are up for bid, or if you just want to be able to give, you can do that right now. If you go to item number 2 on the bid list, that is just a giving from your heart. Now, say you want to give $1 for every year that Queen Negra has been with us. Well, you can do that. $47 to represent just $1 for each one. Whatever you have the ability to be able to give, all of that together. Because one of us can't make the difference for all these chimps. But I tell you what, all of us together, we can make a huge difference. We can make sure that they have the life they've always deserved to have. Not in a lab, not in a cage somewhere, but with a loving staff of volunteers and people that are here, that are speaking their language with them, as you just saw in that video a few minutes ago, to really be able to make their lives the special place that it should be. And that's what the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest is all about. Now, if you haven't already, you can grab your phone and all you have to do, just pull up your text and then you go to 555-888. And then in your text body, just put in chimps with an S, chimps, hit send. You'll get a link right back that's going to take you right to it, because you do need to have 2 devices right now. Okay, real simple though. If you're watching on your computer and you're going, well, how do I bid and watch? Okay, here's how you do it. You can bid on your phone, have that right there looking at all the items. You'll get a text if someone has outbid you on an item, so you don't even have to be paying that close of attention after you get your bids in there. Auction Frogs will take care of all that for you. And then you can be able to watch all the events on your computer, or maybe you've sent it to your TV, whatever the case may be. But if you have those 2 devices, or if you don't, well, you can have 2 tabs. And then you just have to toggle back and forth. So one tab with this event, big celebration for Negra, and then the other tab with all the online buttons so that you can, the online bidding, so that you can be able to go and take care of all of that. However you want to give, we want to make this as simple as possible for you to be able to give. you watch that, and I don't know how you can't fall in love with Negra, and really all 10 of them. Just their eyes, their souls, to watch where they are now, thanks to the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest, because of these volunteers, because of this staff, because of this place. And it also, I know the first time I saw all of the chimpanzees, and I saw the facility and read about them and how they first came, and where for like Negra, the 30 years of her life that was spent in biomedical industry with testing and all of that going on, her life being in a cage in a lab. But now how glorious all of their lives get to be because of you. There's two words you're going to hear a lot and that you can't hear enough, and that's thank you. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for your love, your care, your support. It means more than we'll ever truly know for these creatures. And thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to all the wonderful folks that have made this all happen, because again, this was supposed to be a live event and we're all supposed to be together in this one room. And then when our world changed, all of a sudden, like so many had to switch gears and go, okay, now what do we do? Well, this is what we do. And this is how we're able to celebrate together. And it takes so many to make this happen, like all the wonderful volunteers. And a new one that came along this year as well that we're going to be chatting about in a moment. And then we have the wonderful sponsors that have been around for a long time from the starting. And Martha Faulkner, one of those, real estate agent, but former board member, and has been just a wonderful supporter of lots of animal causes, including the sanctuary as well, and got a chance to chat with her earlier. Well, Martha, thank you so much for taking a moment, and more important, thank you for your support of the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest.
It's my honor and my pleasure. It's our responsibility to take care of them, so I want to do my part.
Now, if someone wanted to find out some more information about the causes that you support and all the services that you offer, how would they find you, Martha?
They just go to my website at www.homes4petlovers.com, and that'll tell you all about me, my website, my history. I've been doing this for about 13 years now, and I give 10% of my commissions at the Animal Rescue of your choice. I spotlight 6 local animal rescues. They're all on my website, and I'm very honored to have been on the board with Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest. Diana and JB just have done an outstanding job at helping the initial 7 and now 3 more. So now we've got 10, and it's just amazing work that they do. So I'm just honored to be able to help.
Well, Martha, again, thank you so much, and I look forward to getting to see you soon.
Oh, and thank you, and good luck, and let's make some money for the chimps.
Absolutely.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Martha. And there, it shows you one of the sponsors been a part of it for a long time. And then, as I mentioned, brand new sponsor, the Stroop Club in Austin, Texas. So it shows you there's support coming from all over the country and all over the world. And Diana had called originally to the Stroop Waffle Company there and talked to Chantel and said, hey, Negra's favorite thing for her birthday would be a waffle. And so she was gonna just order some. And as soon as Chantel and the folks there at the Stroop Club heard about the sanctuary, heard about Negra and the rest, they're like, what can we do? No, we'll just send them all to you. We wanna be a part of this. And I got a chance to talk to Chantel yesterday. Well, first of all, Chantel, thank you so much for taking some time, and thank you for your support of the Chimpanzee Sanctuary.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having us joining it. It's an honor.
Well, as we celebrate Negra's birthday, and one of her favorite things is waffles, and so I know Diana and the folks there at the sanctuary had contacted you about making a special waffle, and then you stepped up and made the party for Negra and everyone there. Now, I know when we were chatting earlier, you were talking about how important this was and your use of the palm oil.
Yes. Yeah, so that's the whole, like the biggest value of our entire company and of us as people behind the company as well, is that we do see that a lot of the palm oil use in the products to replace butter is actually more devastating. Yes, you leave the cows alone here, but you do destroy rainforests in Southeast Asia and therefore damage a lot of the wildlife and their territory, especially for the orangutans. I know this is about chimps, but for me it's all the same in that sense, that we have to protect all of those. So even in our sourcing of ingredients, we use palm oil from small independent farmers in Colombia, where there's no rainforest damaged or destroyed for our ingredients. Also, our packaging is omnidegradable. It's landfill friendly, so it will just disappear. It doesn't matter where you throw it, basically. So that's so important for us. So when I was approached, I was like, of course, and we just please have a party with it. Yeah.
If you have not tried the Stroop Club Stroop waffles, you are missing out. I just found the glory of them a few weeks ago at my best friend's birthday, and I am hooked. That was some on top of my coffee cup. Get it nice and warm and melty. I'm telling you, it is heaven. So, Chantel, thank you so much.
Awesome. No, thank you. This is a lot of fun. And as soon as stuff is lifted and we can visit, we are so going to come and visit. Absolutely.
Oh, hi. Sorry, yes, they are that great. And I want to thank Chantel and Martha and all of the wonderful sponsors that we have. I'll get back to my Stroop waffle in a minute. But now we've got a very special offer right now. The last 25 of our $100 or more donations that are going to come in, you're going to get a box of the Stroop Club Stroop waffles, and you're going to get the beautiful sticker of the birthday girl, Miss Queen Negra in the sun. And it is just a glorious way to be able to commemorate her birthday and our gathering today virtually to be able to raise money for the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest. Now, so that is the last 25. You are going to be able to get that goodie bag and enjoy the wonderful treat that, of course, Queen Negra and the rest had enjoyed so much. You saw how much that they loved them. And I loved Willie B when he was checking out the other one go, "What you got?" "Okay, you got the same thing. Now I can eat mine." It was amazing. I could watch them all day long. Now, we did have some big pant hoots to send out to Jan in the UK that is watching right now. We've got Sherry in North Carolina, Ray in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, Joe in California, Sharon in Miami. Hi there. Thank you so much. Nancy in Seattle, Jackie in Cleveland. So really, we do literally have people and supporters of the sanctuary from all over the world right now. And that's just a handful of the hundreds that are watching and participating. So thank you so much. Just had a question that came in asking about the t-shirt. Is the t-shirt that Corey is wearing, is that item number 80? Yes, it is. And I tell you what, besides being the amazing Queen Negra, part of the logo for the sanctuary, it is also the softest t-shirt you will ever wear. It is amazing. And you can get that item number 80 right now. And looks like we have a special note from Diana. Thanks, Christy. So this from Diana just came in, and okay, hang on. I've got to share here. It says, Monica has always been a very generous supporter with the auctions and fundraisers, loves to encourage others to give. She wanted to do something extra special for Queen Negra's birthday, so she just pledged a double match. This is going to be for any donation that comes in right now until the end of the event. And we've got right around 35 minutes or so, about 25 until the bid wars are going to be coming about. So every donation at item number 2, right now until the end, up to $15,000 is going to be a double match. So this is how this works. So if you say did $100, because of Monica, that is going to become $300. $300 donation would become $900. 900 becomes $2,700. You see where I'm going with this. Right now, you can really make your donations work. So this is the power of all of us together making a difference. So if you've been thinking about wanting to do a donation, now's the time to do it. There is no donation that is too small. There's no donation too large either. So, however much that you have the ability to be able to give right now is really, really going to make it all happen with the double match from Monica. Such a generous donation. Thank you, Monica, and thank you to each and every one of you that are watching, that are giving, that have had the watch parties and have been sharing all of this together. It really is so heartwarming, and it means more for the staff and the volunteers, and of course, our 10 family there at the sanctuary, more than we'll ever truly know. So thank you so much. I told you you're going to hear those two words a lot, and you can't possibly hear them enough. Diana, I know, really thanks you. And I had a chance to chat with Diana and talk a little bit about the history, where we were, and how the original 7 came about as we celebrate today.
Hi, Diana. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Corey?
Doing wonderful. Excited to get to chat with you and our Queen's Brunch going on here to celebrate Negra. And now, what has this last 12 years been for Negra and for the others, and how it's changed their life? Because I know for Negra, she spent most of her time, about 30 years, having to be in testing and through hepatitis testing and breeding and all these different things. It wasn't adding to her quality of life at all.
Yeah, that's right. Negra was actually born in Africa and was imported to the United States before that was illegal, and she was used in biomedical research for about 3 decades. And she had it really pretty rough. She was isolated for a period of time in the laboratory, so she was in a room completely by herself for more than a year. And we kind of thought of her as the grandma of the group, even though she's only a year older than some of the other chimps. She just kind of has a older way about her and not as much energy as everybody else. So when we first met her before she came to the sanctuary, we really started thinking about, maybe she only has a few years left, and we wanted to give her everything we possibly could in those few years. And here we are 12 years later, and she's still around and doing better than ever.
That's wonderful. How was her demeanor after all those years of, sporadic isolation and the testing and all that? How was she then compared to now?
When she came, she started to play and loosen up a little bit, but she was still kind of off by herself a lot. And we participated in a study with a primatologist and a psychologist, and they were looking at the signs of depression and PTSD in chimpanzees. And she definitely had both. She had signs of PTSD. She would often flinch if we tried to touch her, even if she kind of was asking for it. Like, the chimps will present their backs against the caging, and we can give them a little massage with our knuckles. And she would do that, but if we touched her, then she would kind of flinch and scream sometimes. And she's just gotten a lot more comfortable with us, a lot more trusting, and she still likes to sleep a lot. She still has some grumpy grandma kind of qualities, but her quality of life has just improved so much over the years, and we're just thrilled that she's still with us.
As people are donating, whether they're making donations to the sanctuary there, bidding on online items, whatever it has to be, happens to be right now, where is that money going? How is that helping?
Well, it takes a lot of money to care for chimps. It takes a lot of personnel, and I know that followers of the sanctuary understand how hard it is, because we show all the cleaning and the care, the direct care that we give them, and we treat all the chimps as individuals and make sure that they're getting their personal needs met. So the bidding and the donations are mainly going towards the direct care of the chimps, because that's our top priority. We have to look out for these chimps. They're here with us for the rest of their lives, and they need daily care. But we're also hoping that we can raise enough that we can convince our board that we're in a good financial position to start construction so we can help more chimps, and so we can have more space for the new 3 that came last year too.
All right. Well, together we can do this. Diana, thank you so much for taking some time.
I just love Diana and all the staff that I've had the privilege and honor to get to meet and talk to as we have planned this event and this celebration. That is a much more appropriate word. We are celebrating Negra's birthday. We're celebrating all 10 of the chimpanzees and the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest, the hard work that goes into that. And as we talk about all the wonderful items, I hope you've had a chance to be able to check out all of those. If not, please do so right now. You can get on and get that link real quick, grab your phone, and just text to 555-888 the word chimps, and you'll get that text that'll send you the link right to get to all the items. And some of those, you can see them right back here. We have 2 of the 3. We have the Negra pillow, we have the burrito pillow. Now, we don't have the Foxy one. I wish we had all 3, but all 3 are available. Now, these are normally $50. So for Burrito and for Foxy, they're $50 each. But Negra, to celebrate her 47th birthday, right now you can be able to get one of those pillows. But I believe there's only about 17 that are left. So you want to get those right away. $47 will get you the Negra pillow. But what's one without the whole set, really? So you want to get all 3 of those, and you can be able to do that right now. So please get on and be able to check that out and all the rest of the items. And here's the beautiful thing, as opposed to a normal silent auction. You've been to those events before where you go and you have filled out the items that you want. You think, yep, I've got this. You keep checking on it, you walk by it, you go, yep, still got it, still got it. Then you go back over to your table, you start talking to some old friends or whatever, and then someone right at the last second sneaks up behind you and they outbid you. It's closed, you didn't get it. Well, that can't happen with this because of the bid wars. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. That's going to be coming up very soon at about 10 till. You're going to be able to get into the bid wars, and how that works is when you put your bid in, there's no one getting in at the last second, because once you get into those last 10 minutes, as soon as a new bid comes in, you are going to get a text letting you know you've been outbid, but it also extends the time. So there's no getting in at 59 and outbidding you and you not having a chance. No, you are going to get that notice. You'll have plenty of time to get back on. When you bid, it'll extend it a little bit longer, and it'll keep going until there's not another bid within that time frame. So bid wars, that's when the real fun happens right there. And how long is it going to go? Well, that's really up to you in keeping your bids going. So that'll be starting in just a little bit. Now, we have a video here. JB is one of the original co-founders, but he is also the co-director currently of the sanctuary. And this is to show you, for all the years that have been leading up to this, the 12 years of fundraising, how we got from where things started and then where we are going to be now and where we're going to be moving forward. So here's JB showing you a little bit about where everything started out.
So we're standing here in the original kitchen. When the chimps arrived in 2008, the facility was still actually being constructed. This was all of the workspace for the staff and volunteers, so you can imagine, 6 of us kind of crammed into here, into this small area, trying to do the vlog, doing laundry, prepare food. This is the original playroom and front rooms. This is where the Cleon 7 still reside. Here's Missy and Annie wrestling in the playroom while their friends are outside. So recently we completed phase 1 of our expansion plan. And so this includes a lot more space for our staff and volunteers to work in. It also includes a brand new veterinary facility. Which we don't like to have to use, but we're very glad that we do, and we have it. So then down here at the end of the hall we have the phase 1 enclosure. And here we have Maeve cooling off inside. It's really hot outside. So Emma's about to give access to the mezzanine enclosure right now. It's just been cleaned. So these are hydraulic doors that were donated to us. Everybody now all at once. So this room we call the mezzanine. This is above the front rooms. Originally this was going to be built out when we completed the playrooms. It would become part of the playroom, but we realized with these three needing to be transferred sooner than we had originally expected, we realized that we needed to make this space part of our home.
So there, thank you, JB. That shows you the dedication of this staff. 6 people or more stuffed into that one little area, doing laundry, doing everything else that had to happen. But you know what? The passion was there. And that's what mattered. Taking care of these chimps, being ready for that original 7 and then our 3 that came along last summer. Their care, them having the sanctuary, that's what mattered. But now, because of you, it's been able to expand. And we're going to show you more and talk a little bit about the future coming up. But it was all about these kids. And just got the question asking about these prints that are behind me. And yes, they are available. So if you've been wondering as well, the answer is yes. We've got Miss Annie over here with the carrot. That is item number 30 as you're looking at the online auction. And then Missy right above my head in the back here. That's Missy with a sweet potato and is number 31. And then right here, Mr. Willie B. This is a print on metal, and it is another gorgeous piece. That is item number 33, and you can be able to get that right now. So get your bids in, get them in often, bid high, because that's what this is all about. Every time you look at this piece hanging in your home, in your office, whatever it happens to be, not only do you have this beautiful artwork, but it's more than that. You can be able to tell everyone that comes into your home or into your office the story of Willie B, of Annie, of Negra, of all the rest of these incredible, incredible animals that now are a part of all of our lives. And you know, most importantly, that you were a part of their care, that every single day when they get to get up and they get to go out into the sanctuary and roam around out in the fields and the areas out there through the different play areas, riding on the skateboards and doing all the other things that they're able to do now, that you were a part of that. So thank you. Again, remember I told you you were going to hear those 2 words a lot. Now to show you where your money before has gone, if you haven't seen already, we're going to have JB come back up and show you a little bit more of the sanctuary and also talk about some of the plans for the future as well.
So here we have the 3 chimps that came from Wildlife Play Station last summer. Honeybee at the beginning of the shoot. This is Willie B climbing down, and then Maeve's all the way at the end. These guys are just now learning how to go outside into what we call the courtyard. So this is the first open top enclosure that they've lived in. This is the first time that they've gotten to walk on grass, as far as we know, possibly in decades. And so it's been a really difficult transition for them. But Willie B is the first to really take to it. Now he's going outside every day, and it's been incredible to see him take advantage of all these new opportunities. And we're looking forward to Maeve and Honeybee doing the same pretty soon. So this is what we're calling phase 1 of our expansion. So this addition gave us a lot more workspace for the staff and volunteers, modern updated veterinary clinic, and also some new indoor spaces for new chimps coming to the sanctuary. And so that's where Honeybee and Maeve and Willie Bee have access to right now. Our next step is to expand this building out for 2 large 20-foot tall indoor playrooms, 2 greenhouse enclosures, which are sort of indoor-outdoor enclosures with greenhouse panels covering them. And then the final step is to expand our multi-acre outdoor enclosures so that we can have 2 2-acre enclosures, and Willie Bee and Maeve and Honeybee can have access to their own 2-acre enclosure. One of the first projects that we did, the first couple years of the Cleo and 7 being here, was to complete their outdoor area and then turn it into a kind of 4-season greenhouse. So here's Negra and Jody just kind of relaxing in their indoor-outdoor space. It's really warm in here. Here comes Foxy with her troll, and then here comes Burrito. Hi, buddy.
So you see how far we have come thanks to you and thanks to all the efforts over these years, and where we are going to be going to be able to make sure that we're open to be able to have even more join the 10 that we have now, the original 7, our 3 newbies that have come along here and blessed our lives in the last year, and more to come because of you and because of the sanctuary. And we're going to talk about more, in fact, coming up very soon, be able to tell you more about some fundraising efforts to talk about that expansion moving forward. But today, it is all about taking care of our chimps, the day-to-day needs, making sure that everything from food to the maintenance of the facilities, all of that is taken care of. And of course, it is all about the Queen, Miss Negra, and her 47th birthday. But you know what? I think it would be, I'd be remiss at this point if I did not talk about another celebration, because as important as Negra is, obviously being the Queen, we had another birthday celebration. Honeybee got to celebrate her 31st birthday just a couple of days ago, and what an adorable young lady that she is. Now, she loved cruising around on this little platform with wheels, and that was her kind of skateboard. Well, that's what gave the staff the idea, because of how much she loved that, into getting her very own skateboard. And when she first gets it, you see here how she just hugs it and loves it and plays with the wheels and is checking it out because it's a little different than her platform that she was used to. But it didn't take her too long to figure out the similarity between the skateboard and this platform she used to ride around. And then when she finally gets up the courage to jump on that and go for her first spin across the room, it just melts your heart. I love that. So there you go. You got to have 2 birthday celebrations all in one, as we have celebrated here with Miss Negra, but also Honeybee as well. And you can really be able to celebrate by giving right now and getting on. And if you haven't already, get one of the pillows. Right now, the Negra pillow with the sunflower. This was taken, the original photo, just a couple of 2 or 3 years after Negra got to the sanctuary. And if you looked at the very first picture of Negra when she first got here, and then that few years later of her going across that field area with the sunflower in her mouth, and the difference that you just see in her eyes, it's an amazing change. And that's because of you. That's because of the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest. And you can be able to share in that moment every single day with getting that pillow for just $47. But there's only a few of those left. You can also get Burrito as well, which we have right here behind me. Missy is another one of the pillows that is available. Now, the Burrito and the Missy ones, those are $50, and you can be able to get those as well on the online auction. Of course, the wonderful artwork here, and some amazing paintings from a supporter, Margaret, who I have now officially fallen in love with Margaret. And Diana got a chance to be able to chat with Margaret about her paintings and her love for the chimpanzees and for the sanctuary. Let's all share in this moment.
Hi, Margaret. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Getting excited for the party.
Yeah, me too.
Queen's party.
It's going to be fun. It'll be a little bit different. And I'm sorry that we weren't seeing each other in person, but it'll be good.
Well, it's like fun to have something different and new. I'm looking forward to this. It's a new thing, and I'm thinking about all the people that can maybe come to Negi's party that couldn't make it to the in-person thing. And it could be just another lovely new way to celebrate the chimps and raise money to take care of them.
All right. And so we have a lot of your representation in the online auction. And one kind of smaller thing, but something that's big in my life, is this painting that you did of Negra and the sun. Yeah. And I think you did this in 2009, so it was maybe not even a year after the chimps had been here. And so we have these reproductions of that piece in sticker form that are in all of the VIP party boxes that people can purchase before the event, so they can have a little party in a box. And the other couple of small pieces that you sent, so I get to enjoy them until they go off to the winning bidders. This is also Negra, and this is an 8x8 on canvas, stretch canvas.
Yeah, I love that Negra. She's so special, and I enjoyed painting this one because, well, I just enjoyed painting her, but I enjoyed this one especially because it's got her teeth. Her teeth were showing. I think all the other ones, she's got her lips closed. And so that was fun. What a nice girl. She's not a girl. She's a woman getting up in age even. And she's the queen. So, and it's her birthday.
That's right.
Yeah, and then I painted the other one who's got a nearby birthday, which is Honeybee. So I painted them like matching portraits. And there's Honeybee, one of the newest ones. Now, is Honeybee the youngest out of those three that came from California?
We don't actually know, because we don't know Maeve's birthday or
we don't know
birthday. So we kind of chose dates for their birthdays.
Yeah, but you do know Honeybee's birthday, right?
Because Missy's, it was in Missy's
her mother, yes. So that was fun to do them matching. I don't think I've done a matching pair before, and that was fun. They're really cute together. I think it's going to be hard for anyone to bid on just one of them. Yeah, well, we'll see. And you just have to remember that every little bit you give gets more and more money for the chimps' upkeep, which is not a cheap thing to do, and we have to keep them going, these chimps. So the other piece that we have that you painted specifically this spring for fundraising for us is this beautiful painting of Maeve, and it's 16 by 16 on canvas board with a frame. Yeah. She's a sweet girl, isn't she? She's a sweet woman. She's 31. That's right. Yes. And I love painting her. I especially love painting her eyes. She's got such intense eyes. She does, yeah. You did a really good job of painting the eyes. I always focus a lot on the eyes of any animals that I'm painting, because I think you see their personality through their eyes. And so you have to get the eyes right, or nothing's right, in my opinion. But this one, I was especially pleased with how they look like she's looking straight at you, and I like that. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for donating those pieces. I know they're going to raise a lot of money for the sanctuary and for the chimps. I hope so. Because the chimps need it, and it's such a joy for me to see them in the, to paint them first of all, and then to see them sell and to see them, I mean, get into a bidding war, people. Get into a bidding war and raise more money. And then that gives me encouragement to do some more.
Oh my goodness. I love Margaret. Just, it is such an amazing day so far. I'm overwhelmed by you, by the generosity so far. And I do need to correct myself. When we were just talking a couple of minutes ago, I said the pillows of the three. They're actually the pillowcases. And as far as the Negra one goes, Negra is all sold out. So thank you so much to everyone, and enjoy those that had gotten those. We still have burrito. There's a handful of those, and you can see the burrito one right over here. There is 8 left at the moment of those. And then the Foxy pillowcase, we're down to just 3 of those, and they're going fast. Those are $50 each on those, so you can get in your donations right now. Also, hoots out to the staff and the caregivers and the volunteers. Thank you so much. We had a Facebook comment about that, and keep those comments coming in. If you have any comments, have any questions, you can feel free to be able to share those, or just tell us where you are, or maybe what is your favorite item that is on the bidding block right now, because we are officially now into bid wars. Now, as we had talked about that a few minutes ago, from this moment forward until the end of the hour, every bid that comes in on an item is going to extend that extra time. So you don't have to worry about getting outbid at the last second. It's not possible, thanks to Bid Wars. You'll get your text confirmation that someone has outbid you. That time got extended, giving you time to get back on there and keep those bids coming in. Right now, we still have the last of thank you to Monica so much for her generous double donation. So she is doing the double match. So everything up to $15,000 is getting double matched. So $500 becomes $1,500. We want to say thank you to T. Headley and Mary, 147. So they did the 47 for each year of Negra, of each of her birthdays, but then also gave another 100 on top of that. Also, Julie and Jean, $100. That became $300. We've got 47 in celebration of Queen Negra's birthday. From Jay Alferness, E. Hawks, $250, $500 with B. McLaughlin. And Meg, we got $2,500. $2,500 became $7,500. And Jay Newhart, Sandra Sharp, $1,000 from Linda and L. Stuvert. So, my goodness. And that's just some of the many, many. And a big thank you and hoots to you if you are getting those donations in, whether you're bidding on the items or whether you're going to item number 2 and just bidding from your heart. And that's what we're down to. It's all about the heart. Whether you're getting the items so that you have like one of these beautiful shots that we have up here. We have the Willie B on metal, number 33. Annie with the carrot, number 30 behind me. Also Missy with the sweet potato, 31. All of these are beautiful. If you're getting one of the items, one of the pendants, one of the experiences, then you'll know as you're looking at them, as you're enjoying that experience, what you were able to give. But more important, it is all about the heart. It's about the caring and giving right now of these chimpanzees. The 10 that are there, the future that we're going to have coming at the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest, you are making it happen right now. The care each and every day. So here's the time that whether it's an item or whether you're going to item number 2, and you are just sliding that over and showing what your care and support is. And we've had questions from people asking, saying, or, this is the one that really gets me, is someone who will give a donation and say, I'm sorry, it couldn't be more. Please don't be ever sorry about how much, because whatever you have the ability to give, that's what you have. And from your heart, you're wanting to give it to the hearts of these incredible animals that are here at the sanctuary, these chimpanzees that are such beautiful souls, to the caregivers, to all of the future plans that we have going on, starts today and goes each and every day of the care. Their world didn't stop. Just because the world stopped around us, the care that's needed for these chimpanzees, that didn't stop. The money that it takes and is required to be able to feed and care and give them medical attention and all the rest. I had the question right a little while ago. Someone had commented on one of the watch parties saying something about, taking them back home. Well, that's not possible. When these chimpanzees spent their lives, from a lot of them infancy, in captivity, in a cage, in a biomedical facility, or at a Hollywood studio, and then biomedical, and then made their way to the sanctuary, they'll never be able to be in the wild. They never were. And if they were, it was so long ago and they were so young, they wouldn't survive. So their lives are going to be spent here, being cared for, being loved, and having the joy that they deserve in their lives. And that's because of you. We have 5 minutes that is left right now. But really, it could go longer than that, depending on the items that get into the bid wars. But without a bid war starting on an item, it will end in 4 minutes and 57 seconds. So let's get those bids in right now. Don't forget about the double match with Monica that is going on. And again, if you have any questions and are wondering, we have the hotline that is set up, 208-807-3808. And we've got Kayla right there ready to be able to take any comments, any questions, or correcting me, like when I said that it was pillows and it was pillowcases. That's okay. Thank you to the person that called and corrected me, because as we're doing this, we are still live here, and there's the chance to be able to say something that I ought not to. It happens a lot in my life. But the one thing that I do mean, and I mean from the depths of my heart, is yes, thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of this today. And it looks we've got right now the total. Are you ready for this? Because it is growing each and every moment. And as we get into the bid wars, it's going to keep growing. I know item number 2 and the giving from the heart, that's going to go, I believe, all the way until the 20th. So this number is going to continue to grow. I know because it was the very first one, the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest, Diana and the group did not know exactly what to put for the goal. So they went with what they thought was, hopefully we can make this. And it was set at $50,000. Well, I'm here to tell you, with still over 3 minutes to go, still plenty of time with the bid wars for more money to be able to come in. We are at a grand total. Everyone ready for this? $53,597 and growing each and every second. Thank you so much. The Ellsberg studio, to Auction Frogs, myself, Corey Michaels, and I know all of the staff and volunteers at the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest. God bless you, and hoots to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.